And while we were dashing around, they were trying to get us a kill on us. We were able to get the fort through.
So here we got to reset.
One lane, and oh, that's a mosh pit. Well, that didn't work out for him, did it?
That's fine.
Wait, I twist.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
I charge.
I hook.
I stun.
So yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. We all came together and we came up with an idea in the off season. Why not do some fun stuff with Justing and why not do something where him and I duo up once a week and we play a couple games of heroes that synergize together. You can guess which hero I'm going to make him play first. Since we're here on Dragonshire and we are going to be playing some wonderful, wonderful Cho'Gall, let's just talk about the concept. How would you like to play the Cho'Gall in the sense of the sharing of power? Do you want power all the time? Should I be holding power all the time? Like, what's the Justing mentality for this?
So, I mean, usually the Cho is kind of in charge of like the macro because it's kind of hard to command where you want to go as the Gall. Like when me and Buds were playing this quite a bit back in the day, and I actually started by playing Gall, and I played Gall until I played Gall a lot first, so that I kind of had an idea of like what good Cho behavior is. Because when you play Cho and like you're just only playing Cho, you don't really realize like what the Gall actually wants from you, and realistically the Cho is kind of just like a vessel for Gall to exist. So you don't want to be selfish as the Cho. You kind of want to just like lining up your W's for the Gall and stuff like that. Like you're kind of just there so the Cho so the Gall can get value. So I played Gall first and then I swapped over to Cho, and I think that gives you like a better understanding of how to play the hero.
Is there any correlation into just your love for tanking as well that you went into this character, or like more into Cho, or is it just like, you know? Okay, it is a little bit of just that, you know.
After being like, oh, I want to go here, put us here, put me in, like eventually it was like, all right, I'm just playing Cho now. Like I need to have legs. I can't. Like I want to go where I want to go, right? I can't not have legs.
And so. Yeah. All right, so you know, the tanking, the positioning, that is definitely one thing that we need to consider in these moments. What else is something that maybe just like it's one of those like tips that you throw out there for either a Cho or a Gall like player just to get better?
A lot of it is just making sure that you be aggressive, but like you never want to die. Obviously, even more so than on any other hero, because you are getting a double kill if you die.
Yes.
So you have to like be very conscious that you don't int. And nice. A lot of it, like in the early game, is like I'm usually trying my absolute best to int and run it down, and then the Gall is kind of in charge of using the nudge on the Z to like not let us int. That's kind of my playstyle on Cho.
I've been like hovering over Z this entire time. I'm just like, do I need to save him? And I'm like, his positioning is god tier. Do I really even need to? Oh, maybe here.
Yeah, it's oh, that guy's gone for goodbye. It's dead. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a delicate balance of like understanding. I don't know what to do. What build do you want to go, by the way?
I'm gonna go Dread Orb so I can
Your orbs,
stun.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm gonna go for that leaden orb with the
Level
0.75
20.
stun.
Yeah. That is probably his best like playstyle for sure right now. I think for Gall at least. Cho has multiple build paths though. I think there's 2 of them. You can either go for like a hyper carry Cho where you get the hammer and you do a ton of damage, or you can play like a main tank Cho. I'll show you the main tank Cho. It's gonna probably give you like high blood pressure.
I'm gonna shove us in. Hopefully we can maybe get a kill on this
in
guy.
2 seconds. We can get him.
Oh no! Okay.
Nice. Oh yeah, we got it. We're the best. All right. Ooh. Oh.
Okay.
That is one thing Chos don't like.
Walls?
Yeah, zombie walls.
Okay, all right.
For the main tank build, I'm gonna go the main tank build this game. It's it's like you take the Q talents at 4 and 7, because then you get CDR, and basically what you're trying to do is you're just trying to like constantly get resets with the CDR that you get from the Q talents and just slow them down. It works really well with upheaval.
Oh, I see.
And
okay,
the 16 talent. And so basically like you do a lot less damage as the Cho, but you get a lot more opportunities for the Gall to do damage, and it gives you really good engage. at level 10, and then at level 20 it's just ridiculous because it roots everybody, so it's just really, really strong.
We're gonna be Cho'Gall mains by the end of this, I swear.
Yeah, no, I love Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall's fun.
See, it's perfect. You're perfect for this segment, honestly. See,
yeah.
This is a match made in heaven.
I've played a lot of Cho'Gall actually, so yeah, fun.
So then,
yeah, maybe next game I'll try the other build.
So yeah, I was gonna ask you. So this is this surging fist build essentially. This kind of gets you in there and you just fight and you just fight and fight, and then the Gall maybe saves a little bit, or is it just mostly kind of knowing your own limits as the Cho player?
Yeah, it's mostly knowing your limits, but there will be times like, so here I hit just one hero, so I've got a 3-second cooldown on my Q. But if they clump up, you can just hit like a bunch of Qs in a row. There, he stunned me out of it, so it's like a 10-second cooldown. But basically, if you're hitting 3 targets, you get a full reset. So if they clump up at all, it's just really oppressive. You just Q around the fight and never stop queuing. It's also really good if they just don't have a lot of CC.
Oh, nice body block.
This poor guy.
This poor Nazebo. you just cool guy walked away from the explosion. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought the exact same thing. He was the explosion there for sure.
One could say that you're a little experienced on this hero, just a little bit.
Yeah, I played a bit of Cho'Gall. Yeah, Cho'Gall and quick match might be borderline bullying, but
a little bit.
That'll be fun.
Now, so we're talking about, we are playing this in quick match because it's just, we can grab these heroes and it's a little bit easier for our little segment. Also, what do you want at 10? Do you want Twisting or do you want Shadow?
I think Twisting Nether's probably better, just like generally. Shadow Bolts are good, but they're really hard to land. Like, I'll show you what the...
Oh, I tried to see us in, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't have my Q up anyways. It's all good. I also just, the cooldown on the ultimate on my ult is super short, so it's, you can pretty much just use it on cooldown. It's 40-second cooldown. And then you get even more CDR at 16 with this build.
We also have a Hinterland's Blast Falstad, so that's how things are going in this game.
That's good. It's the combo.
I mean, my Twisting Nether does slow. I'm actually going to pop it right here underneath both of these guys.
Nice. Where'd they go?
I have no idea, honestly. So, we're dominating with Cho'Gall here. Why is he not considered competitive in some rights?
It's mostly just because there's a lot of percent damage counters in the meta right now, like Tychus being so prevalent. Even like Hanzo at 16. Yeah, Malthael buffs. That's the main thing. I don't think he's like, I honestly don't think he's bad. I think that he's like okay. It's just that it changes like the way that the whole team plays, and like 30k for example, pretty much they probably had like the smallest hero pools and they had the most success. So I think that might be somewhat correlated, where they put a lot of time into just being really good at the same like meta heroes, and so it's kind of like a sort of like the opportunity cost of like learning something new. It has to really be worth it, like maybe like more worth it than, so here, see, I get the Q resets.
Oh god.
So you can just kind of like
we're Superman.
Yeah.
Kind of just everywhere right there. Okay.
Yeah, hit enough heroes, you just permanently reset and just dash around the whole time.
And while we were dashing around, they were trying to get us a kill on us. We were able to get the fort through.
So here we got a reset.
One lane, and oh, that's a mosh pit. Well, that didn't work out for him, did it?
That's fine.
Wait, I twist.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
I charge.
I hook.
I stun.
So yeah, okay, all right.
No.
So good.
And if they don't have, if they don't have percent damage, the level my 13, the Twilight Veil is like completely OP. It's just a hardened shield on a level 13 talent on a 30-second cooldown, which is just like kind of ridiculous. You just don't take damage.
But we still get the kill. Man, it is. One could say we're Cho'Galling here for sure.
Yeah. This is exactly how I'd expect it to go if a team picks it in CCL, by the way. So I'm not really sure why they're waiting, but.
Maybe hey, you know what? We have the announcement of season 4, so maybe this is the season. This is the season of Cho'Gall.
It might be. I think he's there's some cool combos you can do with him too. Like this sounds really like a bad team comp on paper, but I unironically think that Cho'Gall plus Abathur is really broken at level 20. Like very, very broken.
Is that the hive mind that gets that value, or I already used shove?
It's the
Nice.
Yeah, we're clean. I'm gonna go back.
Oh, sure.
We'll go back. It's the level 28 Abathur shield because it gives you the max HP shield refresh.
Oh,
with his
okay.
20 clone, with the clone 20, you get the 35% max HP shield every like 5 seconds, I think.
Wow.
So you're basically invincible as long as so basically you clone the Cho'Gall. You have like a 7k HP Cho just running around doing whatever. As long as it doesn't die, the shield stays. So you just want to keep the clone alive, which is pretty easy. You get the increased duration from the 20, and the clone has like a ton of HP, so it's pretty easy to keep it alive. And you just keep it alive, and then the Cho'Gall is basically invincible that entire time because of the 35% shield.
We'll need to one day get like Buds in here and then have him do Abathur hatting, or maybe even McIntyre
Yeah.
or something. I'm gonna twist here.
Ooh.
Well, I'm just kind of hanging out with my ult.
Damn, I could have pulled them. And then at 16, with this build, I take the CDR, the Runed Gauntlet. So I'll show you. It does. I don't remember what we were playing, and it might have been NGS. I'm like, with my Gall, I'm like, did you know that twisting or that upheaval does siege damage? And I just like pulled the whole minion wave because at 16 the cooldown it does 328 damage. Because the cooldown is super low with this.
Yeah.
It procs on anything, so it's actually back up already.
Yeah. I was actually I had tab open and I was just showing I wasn't even helping you out with the camp. You know, just Gall things, just reading the stats while you do all the work.
Yeah, it does damage.
So basically, the Rune Gauntlet plus this 20 is, or this heroic is just bonkers strong together.
Yeah. And then yeah, once you get level 20 for upheaval, once it does the root, it's just really ridiculous.
There you go.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, sorry, I shoved you there just to get the light bomb.
No, it was
range.
fine. No, I didn't think he was gonna die so fast.
No shove now, but we got
nice.
a leap of faith. Oh, we're going back in. All right.
Yeah, we're in. And then at level 20, when you get your bombs with low cooldown, it's really ridiculous. So this is what this does. You just kind of run around forever inside the enemy team and get resets.
Now, at what point do you need a shove?
Usually it's probably just for the mosh in this situation, but unless I get shoved. I don't want to get shoved by the
Stukov?
The Stukov, yeah. And I try to make that not be a... Oh, I got baited. We're dead.
Just Hearth. No one will stop us.
Uh-oh.
We got this. We got this. Oh no, we don't have this. We were very close to having that.
The high tempo gameplay. Oh, we maybe could have actually escaped if I killed this wall, but now we can reflect on our mistakes. My mistakes mostly.
Just, you know, you just sidewall and leave. We had it. We had it.
Yeah,
Granted, we
we
would have
might
probably
have
taken
gotten up there.
tower shots as well, so there was that. But I will say this, during our sacrifice, I think we got a seed and we got a bottom lane fort. So I mean, yeah, they get 2 kills, they get some experience, but we're still way ahead in experience overall. By about 10,000.
Worth. I call that worth. Space creation is what that was.
Yes, we created space for Falstad. You're welcome, Emerald Lion.
Yeah. Oh, he probably loved that play we made.
Alrighty, so with our seed on the top left and everyone up, we should be able to force a fight here and get another Garden Terror. Oh, and a dead Tassadar. Alright, nice.
I'll head over there to the objective. Should be able to get level 20 this game still. Don't think it'll end before then unless we win top with this if we get it, so that's good because I wanna do the 20s. The 20s are so strong on Cho'Gall.
Oh, with Twilight Frenzy and
We'll just
everything.
stop that real quick.
Yep, I'm gonna twisting right here. And
That works.
pop it.
And
nice
they're gone.
It was really nice for Kel'Thuzad and Stukov to come say hi to us. I have a lead. No, I don't. Oh, ETC's gonna get hit.
Ooh. I'm coming. Oh, I forgot to take the D in that fight too earlier, actually. That was my bad. I didn't grab the book back. Yeah, we might have actually lived. Whoops.
Oh no, I just grabbed it back.
No, I know, but
gotcha.
I didn't use it when we died before. I should have used it. Oh yeah, so if he doesn't ice block. Yeah, so he's just here. for 2 seconds, and the cooldown's like almost nothing, so it's pretty ridiculous late game. Level 20 with the upheaval.
Well,
so it'll be back soon.
It's already back. Oh, I thought we were gonna get him. Let's see, can I shove? Oh, I don't have a shove.
That's fine. We have the harden going.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, and we have plant moms.
GG.
Nice. GG.
Well, so there you go. There's your introduction to Cho'Gall with Justing and I. And of course, let's take a few seconds here and kind of go through the actual talents that we did, because you had talked a little bit about Justing about the talents that you were going to take. And so could you actually go through the Cho talents and kind of a little bit more in depth, like here why maybe this is so synergistic as a tank build?
Okay. So the original, or like the ordinary Cho build is typically more hammer focused. You take the hammer at level 10 and you get the ranged auto attacks at level 20. And the idea is just that you're sort of like a hyper carry. You get the attack speed and stuff. That's a viable build, but I think both builds are viable. It just sort of depends what you do, what you need it for. Like in competitive, it would be really awkward to draft around a Cho building like that, because it would take basically both of your DPS slots, because you can't put them in the off lane, and because your 4-man will lose. So if you build them like that, you're basically taking both of your DPS slots, and that's really awkward, not having any range damage at all. Because he doesn't really have great wave clear either. He has okay wave clear, but not as much as 2 ranged would have. And he doesn't probably realistically do as much damage as 2 ranged would do in a traditional comp. So if you wanted to draft him, it's a lot easier to draft him in the tank slot, because he does have the HP of a tank. And then he basically, he effectively in the draft takes the role of 1 ranged and 1 tank. In that situation, so you draft like a healer, a wave clear ranged, and an offlaner, and then a Cho'Gall. And with this build, you can actually like draft him in competitive without really losing out on anything, because he takes the tank slot. And you take the Q talents at 4 and 7, so you have CDR reduction or cooldown reduction on your Q, and it slows and it gives you move speed. So as long as you're hitting 2 targets, you almost always have Qs. It's like a second downtime in between, but if you hit 3 targets, you get full resets, and there's no like animation to start it, so you can actually just repeatedly press Q. Like if you had 3 people in an entomb, you could actually just use the % damage at the 4 and just basically, you could probably do like 40 or 50% of their HP when they're in the entomb, just punching them over and over and over again with your Q. If you got the resets. And then upheaval is just one of the best engage tools in the game, realistically. Almost every single tank doesn't have a good engage ult. Pretty much every single tank's ultimate choices are like defensive and aggressive, and the defensive one is almost always the better, or like the meta option. Like for Muradin, like it's Avatar, it's not Haymaker. For Tyrael, it's Sanct, it's not Judgment, and that's like pretty much always the case for all the tanks. Whereas Cho'Gall is kind of the exception to that, because upheaval is really, really good engage. And if like a normal tank had it, it would be probably just the best engage ability on a tank ult by like a huge amount. You literally just pull everyone in, and then at level 20, it's so strong once it gets the root. And yeah, basically, if they don't have % damage, and you play around your 13, having the hardened shield, you're basically just invincible all the time. And all of his 13s are good too, situationally, depending on what they have. But the hardened shield 13, the Twilight Veil, is just the best if you can take it.
Oh yeah.
And then at level 20, when the Gall gets the orb resets, that plus the root with the level 20 upheaval is just like ridiculous AoE CC. And yeah, that's pretty much why.
Well, there you go. You can try this at home. Please try this at home and get yourself all the way to Grandmaster with your Cho'Gall play. Alrighty. That's one video. We did it. We did one video.